Don't quite remember where we stopped last time. I think the Shianzo Alliance was the last we read, right? Definitely don't remember any Galaxy Rangers. Galaxy Rangers, the hunt. The ultimate fighter dreams only of the stars. Not all devotees of the hunt hate abundance. Such a group of talented rangers exists out there. This group admires Lan's policy of using violence against violence and the Eon's swift decisiveness regarding punishment, believing the benevolence and justice of the universe need to be upheld by a personal action. The Galaxy Rangers formed into a group of heroes, walking the path of the hunt, and roam the universe thanks to the blessings of the Eon. They went from planet to planet, upholding justice for the locals, hunting down evil, then embarking on new journeys. The successful assassination of a Lord Ravager, Sulo, first brought the Galaxy Rangers their fame, and many years later, a ranger thwarted the atavistic experiment of the 64th member of the Genius Society, Dr. Primitive. But after that, these Galaxy Rangers gradually faded out of sight in the cosmos. Rumor has it that they fell victim to Dr. Primitive's vengeance. I don't think we've heard that name at all, the Galaxy Rangers. And next time is the Doctors of Chaos, which we also have not heard, I'm pretty sure. But today, likely neither of those. Because today we continue the main story in a way. Trailblaze Continuance. Crown of the Mundane and Divine. The mundanity and the genius, humanity and divinity, sensed during a golden epoch. The struggles across lives, years, are nothing more than absurd instants. Here's some good news. Ruan Mei is at the space station. Good news? Why is this good news? It's good news to me! I called her and Screwlum here to talk about some important matters. Come back when you are free and introduce yourself to her. That way she knows who's the person that's been testing the simulated universe. Remember to show Ruan Mei some respect. You don't usually get many chances to meet her. When the stars of ingenuity shine. As the simulated universe receives another update, the space station remains bustling with activity. This time, several prominent figures from the Genius Society have all arrived at the space station. You receive a message from Herta, who informs you that Ruan Mei has also arrived at the space station. It's time to go meet her.
Ruan Mei. A name that's both new and familiar.
Ruan Mei. I guess that's how you say it. So it's not ruin at all.
I thought Member 4, Pokakakamon, had gotten rid of most of the Society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
You're back!
There's quite a crowd here today.
Of course! This is a summit between three geniuses.
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests from the Genius Society. Madame Ronmei doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things simple.
I took her to see the portraits of the society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the researchers make one for her as well, but she declined the offer.
We will not be using my Runmei today, or she is not quite ready yet.
I don't get it. Whatever, as long as she's happy.
I heard Miss Ronmei likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue. All of them seemed to tickle her fancy.
Is Runmei a great person?
That's like asking, is Herda a great person? The answer is obvious.
I'm about twice as high as you, so no.
Miss Ronmei is the very image of a scholar. I heard she once took a little vacation on a desert planet. By the time she left, she'd miraculously created a boom in the local ecology.
And by high, I mean tall. And by tall, I mean great. And yeah, the dog is still yawning. It will never leave this scene.
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life spiral system. Ronmei is certainly very talented, but she hardly interacts with anyone. She lives like a hermit. Pity. Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone smart enough to become Herda's research partner, Hurry up and head out! Huh? See if you can find her.
Where is she now?
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her time between the master control zone and the railway platform. Maybe you can start your search there.
It's time for a game of Where's Waldo? At our surveillance team, you already know me invited. Take ultimate to the face to the group chat. Okay, invited. Spill. Looks like we're in for some juicy news, says the rich know it. Oh? Got the deeds? Don't leak this from the chat. Runmei is coming to the space station. She's already here. You're getting slow with your gossip. You really are something. But we are still preparing for the welcome ceremony. Runmei doesn't appreciate it. I heard she's a loner even among the geniuses. So all our work was for nothing. Why didn't you give a heads up ahead of time? Let us also turn a blind eye to what she does. That's the big shot special treatment. Stop working hard. This is what you get when you work hard. You seem pretty enlightened. Apparently Miss Runmei's personality isn't all that great. What? Is there ever a genius who's normal? Scroolum seems pretty chill. Okay, fine, I'll give you that. That chat was very important.
Miss Ronmei is the very image of a scholar. I heard she once took a little vacation on a desert planet. By the time she left, she'd miraculously create...
Anyway, what more needs to be...
Nothing. Nothing more. I wonder where she is.
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you.
I like that for that serious scene she had crumbs on her face, but now they are gone.
This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood into my brain helps me understand your construction as a living organism.
Consent?
Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. I like perfect experimental specimens.
Did you notice that there was a pig standing right beside you as I walked up? And when the cutscene happened, it disappeared. There's a bit of cake on the corner of your mouth.
Oh, really? I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half.
Okay. Eat anything a stranger gives you.
Of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweetness will linger in your mouth. I hope you like it too.
All of it.
So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen Lloyd. His attendance seems quite dependent on them. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking are the same as nurturing a universe. The heat must be controlled, planning must be meticulous, and one must not panic, no matter what happens. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
Something about nurturing life forms?
No. My research area is short stories about toilets.
Lee?
What's going on? What am I talking about?
You and me both!
I see. What a cute hobby. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now, what else would you like to ask?
What did you do to me?
The dessert was tasty. I would like more. Why can't I say what I want to say?
You have quite the appetite. All right, I'll give you the recipe. Come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate post-dessert activity. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here, just like in the no man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult, but it was touching and enthralling as well. From then on, whenever I come across a familiar scene, I find myself pausing to take it all in.
What did you feed me? I really do wonder.
My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment. A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated universe, I firmly believe you fit the bill. I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research can generate issues, and I despise matters that escape my control. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering questions related to me.
I see. Anti-truth serum.
Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. Once the problems have been dealt with, I'll give you the antidote. I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill your every wish.
You don't trust me.
Does that bother you? I believe we will be able to be frank with each other, but that needs time. When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. It's an invention of member number 29 Circle. I hope to be enlightened by other society members' results. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life on the space station. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as geniuses. I plan to name them after Lambda, member number 8 of the Genius Society. I don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own sentience, but are nowhere near geniuses. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. In a lab leak incident a few days ago, some of these little life forms ran away and scattered all over the space station. I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, I'm hoping you can assist in recovering these little life forms.
Playing more, where's Waldo? Why don't you want them to know?
This has nothing to do with them. Besides, the more people involved, the more problems there will be.
You can try trusting me, you know?
I do trust you.
Well, that was quick and easy.
The researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer clear of making my presence known, so as not to cause undue disturbances. I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, simply find a proper place for them. The researchers in the Department of Ecology should know about this, and provide you with suitable advice.
So about my pig. I didn't know you were out here. Looking at the planet? Ever since you decided to keep Junkie Chops, the Strutter's temperament has become even more unrestricted. It roams as it pleases between the space station and Express, as if specifically following your footsteps. Although it's just a bunch of data, Chunky Chops really does seem fond of you. Perhaps it even dreams of electric sheep. I'm cold as ice. Oh no. I'm feeling bad. I have to play. I think that's the same as was inside the Express, though.
As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like the no man's land I ventured to in the past.
Did you do research there?
Yes. My mother and I once spent 11 long polar nights there.
I was wrong. The censored one was not Ranmei.
Wanna go take some pictures?
What? A place where the space station stores dangerous experimental results? Why would anyone want to know that? Wait, did someone send you here to try to get things out of me? I'm not doing any private business on the space station. I have absolutely no knowledge of any special hiding places. And I certainly haven't sold any old junk rare treasures or discarded curios or anything like that.
Didn't even ask.
I'm not hiding anything at all. You're the sneaky one. What do you want? I won't talk to you if you don't tell me why you're here.
Ranmei is asking for me to recover the leaked experimental specimen.
I'll solve the space station's problems.
Yes, I wanted to try if mentioning Ranmei's name would make me not say what I want to say.
So, I really can't say anything about her.
Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station is a mess. Everyone's already swamped as it is. And now out of nowhere, there's a bunch of little creatures popping up. If you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone. Then you'll understand.
To the storage zone.
There's so many people. This seems to be the place.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Word on the street is that this is the downgraded version of Ranmei's life cultivation formula. It says 10 carats of ingenuity, 1 ton of practice, 30 particles of starquake, and a few drops of poisonous liquor for Madame Yu Tintu. Rumor has it that it once created a talking chair. Not a particularly intelligent one, but boy, did it have a sharp tongue. They dismantled it and used it for firewood. Can you believe it?
That chair was an eyesore.
Let's give it a shot, shall we? First things first, we need to pick out the ingredients.
Confidence that came out of nowhere.
We need to add some other good stuff in, but don't go overboard.
IQ.
And now we mix them together. Wait! It says on the recipe, Ranmei makes different expressions when nurturing life.
Make sure to talk to every NPC. I will, if you say so. The corner of Ranmei's mouth twitches.
Yikes. Take a look at what you just cultivated.
You've nurtured a copy of a 5-nut milk-flavored life form. I have.
Ranmei likes to listen to the space station radio during her research. Some of us younger researchers are her super fans. We're always scanning different frequencies to find out what her tastes are. Do you know her favorite tunes by any chance?
Runmei likes to listen to new style opera.
No idea. I just listen to comedy skits. So, I really can't say anything about her.
As expected. You look like you belong in a comedy skit yourself.
Already worth it to talk to every NPC.
I heard Madame Ronmei is very picky when it comes to snacks. Do you know what her favorites are?
Runmei likes plum blossom cakes that are freshly salted.
I don't know about her, but I love fermented herring. So, I really...
Did I ask about your favorites? Also, that's disgusting. What's wrong with you?
Molten cheese tart is the best. Its outlook is infectious. Its positive mood has influenced us all. What's our slogan again? 1. Stop complaining. Change your attitude and use the delicious molten cheese tart to stop the flow of negative energy. 2. Energize yourself. Increase your capacity for action and walk on the path of molten cheese tart's absolute conviction.
Our creed, molten cheese tart is the best.
Who is Molten Cheese Tart?
Oh, praise be! You don't know? Molten cheese tart is Madame Ronmei's top fan. This is how it preaches. Those who offer their love are expressing admiration and affection for Miss Ronmei.
What about Scrulum's followers?
Oh, let me tell you something. Mr. Scrulum's followers are all very logical, but they're just awaiting the arrival of the mechanical aristocracy. Since you're so interested, I'll tell you how to secure an audience with the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart. You'll need to work hard to get there.
Your voice acting is beyond this world.
You need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ronmei has been. If you're sincere enough, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart will show itself.
Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society, a resounding name in science and the veritable epitome of life form cultivation. Researchers here have heard so much about her for so long. But once she arrived on the space station, she just took over everything. And what did Madame hurt to do? Absolutely nothing.
Over everything?
Yes, she's treating this place like her backyard. She's leaving her research notes all over the floor. The end result? Everyone's obsessed with getting their hands on them.
Great. Didn't expect you to go woof. Graffiti! Please spray graffiti in the target area in accordance with the different requirements. Click here to switch graffiti types. Click the spray button to spray graffiti in target area. Huh? That was indeed a mysterious summoning ritual. Sure.
So this is the little life form Run May made?
I mean... Oh no, we summoned the research.
I am humbled to meet the molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this. We've specifically concocted a synesthesia beacon.
You aren't Sampo, are you? Activate the synesthesia beacon.
Wakaka! I'm a genius among geniuses.
It actually made my voice. Immediately deactivate the specific synesthesia beacon.
That was way too risky.
Oh, molten cheese tart says Madame Ranmei has finally recognized my ingenuity. Molten cheese tart says, does Madame Ranmei recognize me as a masterpiece? Molten cheese tart says, Madame Ranmei still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the requirements. I need to work harder. Oh, such an enthusiastic molten cheese tart. There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. But to me, you are the entire world. Oh, Madame Ranmei. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten Cheese Tart? You should at least express how you would like to follow Molten Cheese Tart. We wouldn't want to mistake you for an agent of gray bean paste, would we?
I follow molten cheese tart.
Good! You have great taste! You see, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has always been fighting against gray bean paste in terms of flavor. The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart is a firm believer that people's lives need to be optimistic. They both hope to receive Madame Ranmei's recognition and have been working so hard.
How did Ranmei make dessert into life forms?
You need to call it the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart. It's genuinely puzzling. Despite Molten Cheese Tart's remarkable qualities, why hasn't Madame Ranmei acknowledged it? It's clear that it yearns for her love.
What kind of love, though?
Love from the creator to her creation? Familiar love? Doesn't sound right. Romantic love? Definitely not. I don't know. Expecting me to understand love is like asking me to map the farthest reaches of the universe. Remember, as long as love is your compass, you're on the right track. And in the wise words of the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart, love must be shouted from the rooftops.
Can I talk alone with molten cheese tart?
That depends if the Honorable Tart agrees to it. Oh? The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has agreed.
You can throw those little monsters in here. The toilet. Are you serious? This is a one-way passage with the other end connected to the storage zone. It's extremely safe. Don't shoot me. Is it too big? Yes, it is too big. It opens its innocent eyes wide. You now have to explain to it that it has to be done in order to send it back to Ranmei's side. Confess! Do you like molten cheese tarts? It seems to believe that this is a flavor that can bring happiness. It seems resentful for being an unqualified life form. It seems eager to achieve great things. It wants to fully embrace its own philosophy and is inviting you to join in. You have to be firm, believing this is the best place for it. Tenderly activate the teleporter. Ranmei's little life form was ruthlessly flushed down the John. It will be safely transported to storage zone. Lee, how's your progress? Ranmei, those are new cakes. Where did you get them? Sorry to interrupt. Come back first. An emergency's come up that requires your help. Can I also take this way?
You're here. Herta called Screwlum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me.
Why?
I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, you.
Why?
Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you, don't pry too much, and keep your expressions in check.
Alright.
Alright, let's go.
I feel like I don't belong.
Hi, Ranmei. I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, madam. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a fifth partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a fifth genius.
It's me.
The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. We'll definitely get a response.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
And our faces will be censored.
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Perda, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
Well, that's a coincidence, if anything.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free.
Reading lore at the beginning of episodes, already paying off, I see.
What about you, Chengdu? Are you still in touch with her, Ronmei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask her to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Of course! You brought her in, after all. It's up to you.
All right. Let me walk you out.
Thanks for letting me be a part of this. Question mark?
And what the heck is this?
Oh no.
Seems like a programming error.
This fragment of Ronmei. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
Yes.
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's probably an isolated glitch.
I've explained this before, but finding Runmei's card or event in the simulated universe gives you all the blessings of one path, which is broken.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier. I am curious, though. Are you gonna keep it, Ronmei?
I probably will. Records indicate she likes this occurrence.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research, you can do whatever you want.
Come along. I'll see you out.
What's wrong? You're not leaving.
Want to know about member number 4, Polka Kakamon.
Female, wears a fashionable scarf. I find her rather fascinating.
That's a lot of information you just gave me.
The air in the space station has a pleasant quality. Affirmation. Knowledge flows within it.
I want to know about member 64, Dr. Primitive.
Dr. Primitive's true identity is not known to me. His previous transgressions against humanity lead some to conclude he may be an inorganic entity. Affirmation. All beings, organic or otherwise, should value peace.
Cannot ask the other questions.
It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, Meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the Master Control Zone. Thank you. Well done.
There's something I shouldn't hear.
No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find it more convenient to roam the space station. There are some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might be too late. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is no longer open to the public. And now my headache is stored there.
There are other zones in the space station.
There's much you don't know about the space station, and even more about Herta. But there is some information I can give you. That place is also used to welcome non-humanoid visitors, and has a shuttle that connects to outer space. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand, and I'll input your fingerprint into it. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just alert me. I'll come to your aid no matter what. Remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. That's where my headache is stored. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform. Then you'll understand everything.
Okay. Take the elevator to the secret zone.
What would a sealed zone look like?
I guess we'll find out. Enter safe zone. I don't feel so safe. Lately we had encounters with ghosts, but now things are turning into an actual horror game. Found him. Excuse me while I look around. Though there might not be much else here. In fact, there might not be any. Oh no. Worth looking around. Runmay's lab log. Research objective. Create a life form of absolute rationality. Result, it stayed motionless and eventually died of insanity. Life and absolute rationality appear to be incompatible. Objective: nurture number 8 Lambda. Lambda smiled and then disappeared. Lambda seemed unwilling to come. Objective: create a life form with a distributed existence. Environment: an accelerator and a special incubator. Method: bombard a fragmentum creation with high energy particle to split it into multiple life forms in the quantum state. Procedure: accelerate high energy particles and bombard the confined experimental subject until it splits. Feed it fruits blessed by abundance to sustain its life until the splitting is complete. Result: expected result: the subject will become a distributed life form that can exist at multiple locations simultaneously. The information gained by any of its split forms would be passed on to all other forms. Research result: the subject obliterated itself after 123 seconds. That's how it goes. Reason: intense sadness was detected by the emotion detector. Subject seemed to discern some sort of truth after receiving excessive information. It was overwhelmed by sadness and chose to end itself by its own will. However, the particles it left behind are still singing at the volume of an atom. Disposal confidential. Great! Objective: create life forms that are natural born geniuses. Environment: the special incubator. Method: mix, stir, and heat. Materials: enlightenment, practice, and starquake. And the free materials at a ratio of 1 to 1 to 1 to make the intellect substrate. Other materials: genius traits, including but not limited to Planet Screwlum's unique machine oil, King 2's poisonous cocktail, Seth's crown spider silk, fragment of Herta's puppets, and number 22 Aiden's handwriting. What is this? Number 1, optimistic genius. Add 2 spoonfuls of Planet Screwlum's unique machine oil. Number 2, pessimistic genius. Add 3 drops of 55 King 2's poisonous cocktail. Number 3, anxious genius. Add the extract of number 29 Seth's crown's spider silk. Number 4, aggressive genius. Add the fragments of Herta's puppet. Number 5, altruistic genius. Add the ink extracted from 22 Aiden's handwriting. Expected result: add traits of the different geniuses into the intellect substrate to create life forms with the corresponding trait. Research result: failed. How? How could it possibly have failed? Reasons: the concentrate of genius trait within the subject is too low. Highly likely. The geniuses are mediocre. Highly unlikely. Too much enlightenment was added during the experiment, causing the subject to develop a tendency to imitate their creator. Unlikely. The genius materials gathered by the creator were counterfeit. Highly unlikely. Disposal: to be shelved or sealed after collecting them together. Date: sometime. Objective: nurture the emanator of propagation. In the special incubator. Smelt and inject the extract into the protoplasm. Materials: the beginning and end of the swarm disaster and data left behind by the Imperator Insectorum. Other materials: memory bubbles, planar fragments, simulated Eon's protoplasm, and spore mimicry. Procedure: using planar fragments as the substrate, add memory bubbles, simulate Eon's protoplasm, and spore mimicry. Then, extract the energy from the path of propagation from the swarm disaster data. Lastly, drop in data left behind by the Imperator Insectorum into the substrate. Expected result: the cloned emanator of propagation will be born and exist for 56 seconds. Research result: successful. The subject obliterated itself after 56 seconds. Subject disposal: self-obliterated. Difference between playing around and science is that when you are doing science, you write things down. The genius manuscripts are scattered over the desk. You try picking them up, but the pages won't budge. What kind of weighty knowledge do the manuscripts carry? You have no means to find out. Can one be a genius too if one can understand their contents? Your mind starts to wander. Remaining pages of manuscript are scattered around. In your opinion, will that sudden thought become your inspiration for research? You have no means to know. The situation calls for a meowing desk cleaning expert. So anyways. No, this robot is fine.
Buzz.
Buzz indeed. Robot frying cold rice.
What's up with this unit? It looks different from the one in the master control zone.
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. To welcome alien species, galactic visitors. High risk zone. Buzz. Service staff, inorganic life forms. Buzz. Permission status. Madam Ron May. Permissions granted. Madam Herta. Fine. As long as it keeps her happy. Buzz.
What is this zone for?
Class 1 clearance zone. Buzz. Many esteemed guests. Buzz. May include dangerous persons. Buzz. Storage for Madam Herta's dangerous curios. Buzz.
Oh, great.
Madam Ron May's cultivated life forms. Buzz. Welcome. Buzz. Visitor. How can I help?
Classification of the robot's jobs.
Fry leftover rice. Buzz. Fry leftover rice. Buzz. Welcome. Visitor. What do you need? Buzz.
I want to see visitor logs.
Madam Ron May. Buzz. Alien species. Buzz. That is all.
Great.
Fry leftover rice. Buzz. Fry leftover rice. Buzz.
That is all you do. What a life to live. Down we go.
Cheese.
I hear treasure somewhere. You wouldn't know where treasure is, Nambi. Oh, I see treasure. You see treasure. Rumor has it that there's a... The more you think about it, the more you realize that this space station is not as normal as outsiders think. Is that the incubator? Give the area below a scan. It's the most terrifying place in the entire seclusion zone. But you are not scared. Nothing can be more fearsome than yourself. That looks like an arena. As you look down, a strong sense of crisis creeps up your spine to the back of your head. Clench your fists in silence. Untold secrets hidden in the area below. path is temporarily closed, but there's treasure behind. I can hear it. This is not a one-time area. We will be able to come back here after this story. Which is good. That looks like a huge rice cooker. Oh. Extracts of Comprehensive Snack Recipe. Preamble. This recipe book compiles the finest snacks from various galaxies and divides them into 7 categories: buns, dumplings, cakes, pastries, rolls, pancakes, and flaky pastries. Apart from traditional recipes, this book also features innovative and cross-genre new dishes. Each recipe comes with detailed instructions suitable for beginners and professionals alike. Purchased on a date by Runmay. For some reason, I'm reading notes and books today. Plum-scented soybean cake. Main ingredients: falling plum blossoms seen while in regret. Powder of sugared plums wrapped in perilla, soybean. Additional ingredient: melted snow on aged plum blossom petals, which must be shaken off by a maiden's hand into a flower pot and buried in soil for more than a year. Seasoning: a soft singing voice and a poem from a disheartened poet. Instructions: wash and soak the soybeans, then add the melted snow and grind into a paste. Stir in sugar and powder of sugared plums wrapped in perilla. While singing softly, fry the mixture until it dries and knead it into a ball. Put it into a mold and let it cool. Then press several fall plum blossoms on it and wrap it in a parchment paper with the disheartened poem printed on it for storage. Flavor: it has a mouth-watering aroma and a lingering aftertaste. Note: this recipe is complicated and takes 1 year to prepare. It is recommended to enjoy this snack with tea brewed with rainwater during the season when the plum blossoms are in bloom. This snack is elegant and I love it. Thanks, Runmay. Steamed sugar custard. Ingredients: fresh milk, sweet fermented rice wine, 3 portions of good mood, and a gust of summer night breeze. This sounds like things a witch would cook. Additional ingredients: 15 grams of rock sugar, 5 grams of almond slices. Boil fresh milk with rock sugar and add 3 portions of good mood. Strain it and leave it to cool in the summer night breeze. Pour the sweet fermented rice wine into the fresh milk and stir evenly. Steam it for about 15 minutes. Let it cook and set. Sprinkle almond slices on top, then refrigerate for 3 hours to set. Flavor: soft, aromatic, and rich. Perfect for summer. Lotus root osmanthus cake. Main ingredient: old lotus root flour. Additional ingredients: lovers sweet nothings, osmanthus flowers. Everything needs to have at least one weird ingredient. Slice the old lotus roots, soak them in water for 3 days, crush them and extract the juice, then strain it. Pour it into the water and heat it using the stove of honesty until it becomes lotus root powder. Then mix the lotus root powder with flour, white sugars, osmanthus flowers, and sweet nothings from lovers. Stir well and let it set. If you don't have lovers sweet nothings, you can use white sugar as a substitute. Hey, we can actually make this. Chewy with the robust aromas of osmanthus and lotus root. It was common when I was little, but the authentic ones are rarely seen nowadays. Won't get fat eating it. I wouldn't know. Pearl popping xiaolongbao. Main ingredients: fermented dough, cabbage, trotter ice. Numby, don't listen. Nambi. Do trotters even have eyes? Spring onion and ginger water seasoning. Sugar, light soy. Additional ingredients. Spring onion and ginger water. Seasoning. Sugar, light soy sauce, and oyster sauce. Instructions. Slice and chop the cabbage finely. No cabbage. Then add a little light soy sauce and oyster sauce to the tapioca pearls and add the onion and ginger juice, then stir and marinate for 15 minutes. Add the cabbage slices to the trotter eyes. Mix until the mixture is firm, then set it aside. Knead the fermented dough. Roll it into round chow long bao skins. Put the filling inside and steam them in a steamer over high heat. When the water boils, switch to low heat. Once you turn off the heat, let it simmer for 2 to 3 minutes before opening the steamer lid. Flavor. The Xiaolang Bao skin is chewy and the filling is tasty with the perfect balance of savor and sweet flavors. It tastes even greater with milk tea. Graceful yet solemn ellipsis has a hint of doubt and incredulity. That's why they have no eyes. All went to the Xiaolong Bao thingy. Oh no! Stargazer's pie! Ugh. Why? Galactic indigenous fish. The gaze of innocent eyes. The screams of ignorant fools. Additional ingredients. Hard-boiled eggs, potatoes, onions, and bacon. Stargazers why? Olive oil, chicken stock, red wine, and cream. Clean the fish, remove its internal organs, and cut off its head and tail to use later. Cut the rest of the fish into half and stuff it inside the crust. Dice the onions and potatoes and slow cook them in chicken stock and cream before pouring them into the crust. Add the gaze of innocent eyes and bake it with the screams of ignorant fools for half an hour before serving. Creamy and milky taste, rich in fat, a must-have at gatherings. Note, let's do stargazing together. This is getting weird. Stargazy pie. It always comes back to you. A Honkai tradition. The Kaslana family recipe. You probably need to go there after I read this. The cryosleep pods, when not in use, are tools to maintain the image of the space station.
This is Toga speaking.
Seeing the empty cryosleep pod you suppose the researcher wants inside has been properly accommodated. Unfortunately, fairy tales aren't a thing in the world of science, and you find no sleeping beauty in the cryosleep pod. All empty.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural, inherent emotion, similar to that of a baby towards its mother. Life towards sustenance, or the peculiar bond between humans.
Huh? What's that sound out there?
Do they have chemical hazard signs on the pods? Possibly because the things that are in there to cryonize you might not be good. Wait. Is it here or possibly below? No, it's this. Whatever this is. I'm sorry I asked. Oh, it's biological hazard. Okay. This is also a biological hazard.
This is the headache Runmei mentioned?
It's a cat. It's a pudding.
It's just a different flavor.
Sure. Animation perfect. It refers to itself gray bean paste. You're pretty scary. It looks deeply distressed, crying profusely. Activate the Synthesia beacon.
I'm not one of Runmei's recognized works. Too much negative energy. Don't like negative energy.
Everyone feels down once in a while. Seems deeply remorseful, and there's a glint of resentment in its eyes, as it yearns for Runmei's acknowledgement.
Why? Why am I a failure?
You gaze at Runmei's creation, which appears to still be waiting sadly for Runmei to come get it. A hint of compassion tugs at your heart.
What's that noise? Follow me. It'll be okay.
Can it walk?
I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be from that locked room. How do I get in?
Guess we will not have to question whether it can walk. Meow. Seems to sense your fear and starts humming a song for you. Thanks, whatever you are. At least there are no enemies down here. I'm assuming because enemies never found this place. Left safe zone. Yes, that was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Yeah, I had a feeling there was some... something.
Stay back, Clara.
I think something bit me.
How do you get that idea?
Liquidation! Specimen sighted.
Hide. Stay back, Clara.
Told you I could fight. I hope I helped.
Mission command.
Watch this awesome move! Every step is just a part of the adventure.
Well, I should have never said anything about there being no enemies.
Here! Go Nappy!
Are you alright?
I'm okay. Try that again.
More bugs.
You! Watch this awesome move!
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run!
Thankfully, bugs are known to explode violently. There's a puzzle piece behind that. Not for now. I don't need to fight you, right? It had different feelings about that.
Stay back, Clara.
Holy Mr. Torok!
Mission command. Mission command.
Here!
Oh boy, it's sounding so sad. Strange sounds. Scary.
I never imagined there'd be so many of them.
Don't think I didn't notice you there. Yes, there was no escaping that.
Try that again. Watch this awesome move. Go Nappy!
Eliminating threat.
The infinity of battling, ever-splitting bugs.
Here, try this. Holy Mr. Sora! You can't run.
Project wrapped.
Can't go this way, can't go that way, can't go no way. Might be able to go this way.
You're here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path.
So where's the other toilet then? Also, why did I even go that round if that chest was in this room? Oh, because here's a chest that I did not see.
The final days that member number 23 at Cha spent in the mechanical city showed me that even the longest of lives, such as hers, have a limit. I'm now certain that the outcome of this cultivation is failure. Life can exist in thousands of different forms, which means the form itself has no purpose. These life forms are very advanced in their own concepts, and can even trigger chain reactions such as synesthesia, but that is not what I desire. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer. Member 1, Sandar, have you ever felt this loss? Or resigned? Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that never wilts. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. If we were to trace things back to their roots, just one equation would be enough to solve the confusion of all life. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. It was all very simple. I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly, whether it is the materialism of their existence or an unknown entity beyond corporeal realms. To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. Would Ram-May be able to peel away external influences? Just like pinpointing a coordinate, would she be able to uncover life's most primordial and beautiful form of existence?
Would?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is...
And that is... The Department of Ecology keeps the grown plants in low-temperature, dry, airtight containers to ensure long-term preservation and vitality. The plant incubator has been operating normally since the evacuation of the researchers. Someone's happy. Cable. This area is under surveillance. This text is going too fast. Judging from the plants growing wildly in the cultivated field, the sign has been here for quite some time. Look with your eyes, not your hands. Leafy greens, which are considered repulsive and backwards foods on some planets, are a delicacy here. Don't take this off. A note by the Department of Ecology is attached to the metal frame. By carefully reading the pop-up notification that reminds you to submit the weekly data report, you fumble for the button to turn off the screen but fail to locate it. With the extremely high resolution of the screen, every data label is clear. You start missing the error of low resolution. Since the terminal network of the space station was fixed, more and more researchers have chosen to work from home. The long queues in front of some terminals can no longer be seen. Department of Ecology's plant cultivation program. The next batch of rare plants to be cultivated has been sent from all over the cosmos and is expected to arrive at the space station next month. After this plant rotation, the soil and water resources will be thoroughly replaced and sterilized. Please store the seeds properly for future use. Objective: to detect the effects of space radiation on the mutation of plants and explore new plant grafting and hybridization methods. Method: Scepter of Sacrifice and Dream Break require special care and companionship, while others can be grown conventionally in soil. Introduction to the plants in this issue. Buckenry. The mop-shaped flowers emit a strong and persistent stinky odor. Once you get used to it, your sense of smell will be distorted, and the odor will make you feel happy. There have been cases of elation, believers turning into human bioweapons due to the excessive cultivation of buckenry flowers. Now, private cultivation of buckenry has been banned due to air pollution concerns. Dream Break. A slow-growing giant plant that is said to be able to summon spirits of the dead to dwell beneath its leaves. Those who can afford it planted next to the grave of a loved one, then they will sleep underneath the plant to meet with the deceased. In fact, the pheromones released from the plant could trigger specific dreams. Further research is necessary. Scepter of Sacrifice. The shape of this plant resembles a scepter, and its petals are an important item needed for a long-lost ancient divination. Only 3 petals can be picked at one time. If you pick more than that, the plant will remember your scent. The next time you approach it, it will scream and beat you up with its tip. Island Duskshroom. A mushroom with rich and intricate colors and is covered in stripes. For some reason, it always gives off a gloomy and despondent aura that can make you feel uncontrollably dizzy when you come near it, as though you are free falling. Anyone who consumes it will be able to keep secrets. Were those baked into the candy, the cake candy pudding thingy Runmei made me eat? I'm keeping secrets. Jackfruit. Can bear fruits that sparkle like ice crystals. The fruit will absorb heat before it ripens, resulting in a rapid dip in its surrounding temperature. If 2 people consume the fruit simultaneously, their consciousnesses will be linked. Hey, mushroom ain't plants. Tell that the mushroom. Warning! Please keep the Scepter of Sacrifice sealed in the thickest incubator possible, or its screams will be heard throughout the entire space station. Don't follow the faint glow emitted by island duskshrooms in darkness. It will lead you to death. Don't touch the jackfruits. Your consciousness could be devoured by another person, who might be a total stranger, who has also eaten the fruit. Things are certainly supposed to stay down here. That are down here. Read the record. The duration of sunlight exposure is a crucial factor affecting moods. Basking in starlight has been proven to be an effective method to alleviate negative emotions.
Sounds fitting.
Accommodate the gray bean paste.
Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
Somehow putting the cat here opened the door.
Hidden room. Buzz. Only Madame Ron-May has permissions. Please submit your ID. Buzz. Permissions granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation records. 2. Inorganic lifeform companionship chat service.
Chat service.
This function has been damaged. Buzz.
No chatting.
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become closer to the Eons than any other life form? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and a long journey of discovery still lies ahead. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure emanators on other paths? Of course there would be.
What did you create?
Hazy Ronda. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture them, and create a brand new scientific discipline.
I would prefer it if you would not recreate bugs.
It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will bloom into a life never before seen. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, before they realize what I am doing, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
That's me.
Permission granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check visitor records. 2. Open incubator entrance. Madam Ron May. Buzz alien species. Buzz man with plaster head. Buzz.
Huh.
Seems like there's something new.
Permission granted. Buzz.
That sound's coming from above.
Permission granted. Buzz. Permission granted. Buzz.
The nature of emotion, a physiological analysis. By someone. Emotion is the most mysterious phenomena among all existences. For a long time, we were not clear about the essence behind the presence of emotions. By conducting a physiological analysis of various life forms in the universe, this article attempts to answer the challenging yet significant question: what are emotions? Emotions are the common language of all life forms. That's the conclusions. Spent an entire lifetime to reach. Perhaps was simply that kind of person, but I find it hard to agree with or even understand this finding. I wish I could ask her about it. That one on a first glance seemed less funny, so I did not read it. I see bugs. So many bugs. Cannot avoid the bugs. I tried my best. I need a bug then. Yes. That would help.
Stay back, Clara.
Try that again. Here!
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run!
Or I could use Sailor and just stealth my way through.
Try that again. Watch this awesome move.
Annihilate.
Holy Mustard Torah!
Is a command.
You can't run!
More bugs.
I'm okay!
Stay back, Clara.
Liquidation! Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Hide.
Try that again.
More and more bugs.
Go Nappy!
Please stop them from splitting again.
Stay back, Clara.
No. Infinite bugs.
Holy Mustard Torah! Cute! Watch this awesome move. You can't run!
Mission command.
No more bugs.
Project wrapped.
Oh, have we... I think we're on the other side now, right? Or are we back where we started? We might be back where we started. Except there were no bugs here last time. It's complicated. Oh, return upstairs. Yeah, okay. So we are going back.
Huh? There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
Edge face or whatever that robot said. Plaster face, right.
A genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking. Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there.
Who are you?
Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament? If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Time is clearly precious to the both of us. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are, and I'm aware you are in Ron May's employ. This was not my intended destination. I just happened to find my way here during my visit and saw what she was up to. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. But should you fail, I will be forced to prevent some avoidable misfortunes. That's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Very effective communication.
Why do you wear an alabaster hat?
Because I can't bear to see idiots. Of course, they wouldn't want to see me either. The real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this genius masterpiece.
And then he left. Remember, you were smoking. Oh. Oh.
This is huge. The space station has an area this big?
That's broken. Don't taste it.
An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Oh, great. Another walk in the park.
Star Crusher Swarm King. Scarabus Synthetic. The replica of the Emanator of Propagation, cultivated by Run May, briefly manifesting in the world in an incomplete form. Its original form is a giant lepisma that inherited the mandibles of the Imperator Insectorum. It can collect in its mouthparts the death ray that fragmented celestial bodies and make shattered stars incubators for procreating offspring. It was once one of the nightmares across multiple worlds during the Swarm disaster. Swarm King Cannon, Radiating Venom, Pyrolysis Death Beam, Carapace of Begotten Spawn. Sounds fun.
With me out here, how can we lose?
Easy, Numby. Easy.
Step up, Numby!
The market is unpredictable.
Anyone got a repellent? I hope so.
Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Commencing research. Relax, deep breaths.
Pretty good perk.
I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, I'm so happy that you can spawn more bugs.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
More
Let
bugs.
the asset valuation begin.
Sorry, what is multiply? Unremovable. Reduces damage taken by 30%. Summons a regular swarm every time this unit is attacked. Stop attacking it! When this unit's weakness is broken, deals toughness reducing damage equal to its own max toughness to all friendly units and increases the damage taken by all other friendly units beside the targets themselves. Okay. How long? One turn. Stop attacking it.
Down no repayment? Steady.
You can't run! Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection. Excuse me, coming through. Try that again.
I'm attacking it.
Commencing annihilation.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Guess we've reached the limit of bugs that can be on screen.
You can't run. Try that again. Commencing research.
I don't think the bugs do enough damage for me to be concerned about there being more of them.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
And they will get much weaker when I break big guy's shield, is what I understood.
You can't run. I need to be brave.
Also, when they die, they make a nice explosion.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Swirl.
Easy, Numby. Easy. The market is unpredictable.
Ah, right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Oh, that did a lot of damage. Phase 2.
It'll destroy the space station.
You can't run.
Back to multiply, I see.
Stay right there while I give you a present. Target specimen sighted. Preparing for collection.
I can't stop Numby from attacking, so... There really is no point in not attacking the boss.
Let the asset valuation begin. Still no repayment?
That could have been bad.
To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all. I'll never forget you.
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Swirl. My turn. With me out here, how can we lose? I think something bit me.
You being back in multiply doesn't matter. You're already full of bugs.
Patch them up, Numby!
I mean, it also means he takes reduced damage, so... I guess there is some
I'm not afraid of you.
benefit for it. Can you break that? Yes. And the new one's back. Fireworks, chain reactions.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
Just don't kill my healer. That is my one big wish.
Try that again. You can't run. Try that again. I want to protect everyone too. Hominosters for all. To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all. Thanks a lot.
The market is unpredictable.
Ah, right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Well, the shield is gonna get broken real soon.
Commencing annihilation.
It doesn't die before that.
With me out here, how can we lose?
Easy, Numby. Easy.
Still no repayment?
You can't run.
There we go. One %.
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Run May.
I think this battle took longer than 56 seconds. Cleaning in progress. Grove container fragments have been cleaned. Cleaning has gotten somewhere. Run, May. Back to where we started, I see. Is that cat still with us? No, we put it by the plants. Where a cat belongs. See, you are stargazing with my pig again.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. Time and again, my experiments have fallen short, and they've always yielded predictable results. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the emanator.
It died on its own.
Exactly as predicted. 56 seconds on the dot. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. I find no fault in that. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step, just as I had predicted.
It almost ate me.
I did say that if a danger proved too great for you, I would personally step in to confront it.
But you didn't.
I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. An experiment should have its unforeseen twists. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal and unchanging. They're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this love is one of friendship, romance, or familial love. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot, at least. I do not understand what love is, and cannot respond to their feelings. Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. How should I take care of them? Perhaps leaving them at the space station is the best choice. Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. I am often at a loss as to how to face my own creations. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. Or even pretend you never knew me. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke.
Memory dissipate?
Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which I'd rather leave behind, have made me skeptical about trusting anyone but myself. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we spent together. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process, like the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossom, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but you won't be able to connect me with the recollection. That way, the connection between life forms will be erased. Friendships, secrets, grudges, lies, all will disappear. It will make our lives more relaxing.
No, I won't forget you.
I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to solve. As for me, I'm leaving soon, and won't bother with goodbyes. Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back there during my research downtime, just to see how things are. I miss member number 55 Yuqingtu sometimes. She used to always make something delicious for me to drink every time we parted ways. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. That would be quite troublesome. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? Do you have anything else you want to say to me?
Hope you'll come back and visit your creations.
I promise I will, Miss Assistant. If fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting, we could journey to No Man's Land and traverse its tranquil glaciers. Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore. What a conundrum.
Ah. Found family. Runmei has become a visitor to the Express. Guess we'll meet sooner than you thought. Crown of Mundane and Divine. Snack life. All kinds of things. Oh, mundane troubles has started. Tell Asta about Runmei's departure. Also, messages. Lee, I need your help with something. That's a cute sticker. Context? What's the context? Madame Runmei created some interesting little critters on the space station. Accommodate them temporarily in the seclusion zone, and now I would like you to nurture these little ones. Why me? Wouldn't it be better if you do it yourself? Among the people I know, you showed it as the best match. Also, these things Madame Runmei left behind is kind of related to you. With Mr. Screwlum's help, I upgraded the robot programs. The helper robot will assist you the entire way. Of course, I'll keep an eye on you. You've got this. Critter pick, nurture. A genius's visit left behind mysterious creations from Runmei on the space station. Asta has tasked you with nurturing these weird little life forms, and she's even prepared a life form oven and helper robot for you with Screwlum. How exactly do you nurture creations? Let's ask the helper robot first. How are those two doing lately? Did they learn how to coexist? So you do care about them. Didn't realize you still cared about them. A little. I accommodate them in the space station. I taught molten cheese tart to master humility and let great bean paste have a positive outlook on life. Thank you, Lee. When would I forget you? Maybe eventually. I look forward to experiencing new stories with you. Okay, I promise. In the future, research will continue. Right, about the alabaster head. Is he a friend of yours? That's an answer. Certainly.
Hi, this is Toba speaking.
we get any more messages, or was that just that? That was just that. Snack life. So anyways. Super annoy Grandma's creation. I'm so sick of this. Why is it so difficult to replace the part? I just can't tighten it. So frustrating. Why can't I just knock it with my paw? Your fingers are short. Our paws aren't as flexible as your hands. But we make up for it with other talents. You don't think you're better just because you have longer fingers? I don't care who you are. I'm in a bad mood. Whatever you want to say, spill it and get out of my face. I'm curious. What are you working on? Look, everything in this place, some vehicle outside, a cage that can carry things up and down, have all gone kaput, and even the place we stay in isn't safe. Can't you feel the scary atmosphere outside? That's why we have to fix these quickly. These little robots are supposed to be in charge of the repair. They aren't always in order. We have to fix the things outside and the robots here. I've had enough. You have a special name. That's the name everyone calls me by, because I'm always busy, and I'm easily annoyed when I'm busy. That's how my name came about. Miss Winfrey said I was born to be insecure because of a missing ingredient. That I don't know. Maybe I should ask my creator, Miss Ruan May, about it, if I have a chance. You can ask for help if you run into any trouble. No way! This is our home and birthplace. It's our responsibility to maintain it. Also, asking for help over such a trivial matter won't make us look good in Ruan May's eyes. As her creations, we can't be so useless. We must buck up and work hard. She visits us when everything is fixed. I'm sure she'll be proud of us. See you. Sure. I see the bugs are no longer here. I see you are here. They totally don't have eyes, do they? Oops, I shot you. The bugs are still here.
Try that again.
But only to accompany the pig.
Stay back, Clara.
Easy, Numby.
The eyes are inside.
Go Numby.
Inside what?
Awesome inside. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch.
Inside
this
where?
awesome move.
Inside how?
I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
Inside the pig.
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run. Gotta stop the bleeding. You're annoying.
They are annoying.
I'm okay. I want
Stop
to protect
splitting.
everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Let the valuation begin. Liquidation!
Mission command. Mission command.
Okay. Pig is gone. No more worries.
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Some worries.
Here. Watch this awesome move.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Project wrapped!
Hello, I am the helper robot who looks after Madame Ranmay's creation. It is a pleasure to serve. Before we begin with nurturing, please allow me to explain the process. How? The space station is analyzing the genetic components of the creations. We must nurture more creations. Due to an insufficient sample size, the two parental creations are ready. We use this lifeform oven to keep nurturing new creations. It's a rice cooker. Creations all have different genes and can express different traits. Please note that every time a new creation is nurtured or a new trait is discovered, it will bring great benefits to our research. Lead researcher Asta's remote messenger is now online. Now please follow the lead researcher's instructions. The two creations prepared for you have already been placed in your inventory. Things are happening. Looks like this creation's skin is grey. Its filling is pink. In the lifeform oven, these base traits all have a chance of being inherited by new creations. Next, open the lifeform oven and nurture some creations. Nurture creation. In the lifeform oven, the base traits of the two parental creations have a random chance of being inherited by new creations. By nurturing creations and obtaining new traits or rare creations, you can increase your research level. Constantly nurturing creations can increase your research level and earn various rewards. Select the two creations prepared for you and put them in the lifeform oven. The lifeform oven is ready. Get nurturing. Innocent coconut angel cake. The newly nurtured creation huddles up next to the chassis of the robot, carefully sizing you up. It only just spawned not long ago, so it may not be used to life here yet. I don't know where it's scuttled off to. It's not safe to go outside. Lee, can you please find it? Finding in process. Bit busy. Are you a chicken? You are something. Customize your eco-friendly lifestyle. Warning! The unique plants grown here have not undergone any comprehensive safety tests. Any unauthorized contact might lead to unthinkable consequences. The following adverse reactions have been identified. Hallucinations such as seeing mini-sized people with bubbles on their heads. An eon riding a trotter, credits floating all over the sky, and snakes crawling around on the ground. I have seen snakes crawling around on the ground. Sudden personality changes, commonly manifested as a sudden urge to reveal secrets to colleagues or managers. Intracognitive dissonance. If If you see yourself as a rice cooker or a ballpoint pen, do not doubt the fact that you are in grave danger. Fabricating things confidently, such as a non-existent warning notice and made-up adverse reaction. Good. Given the dangerous nature of the plans, please stay away from them and seek help from the space station if you exhibit the above adverse reactions or other abnormalities. Otherwise, you will become a happy pan. Just like me, I ride on a trotter. I grab credits that keep raining down from the sky, and I feast on those snacks with legs. I think every warning is too late.
Current status, busy.
Space Station seems to have learned from past lessons by installing a verification program into the function keys of the little robot. Is your name randomly generated? What's the meaning of your name? Honor how boring and rigid it was. Glad to be of service to you too. Monk Sentimental Bean. Drew loves frozen beans. Intelligible squeals of joy. That chest is protected by bugs. Also, I found the situation. You recognize this creation as the one that just scuttled away. Reaches out with its paw towards the trash on the ground and is about to swallow it. You want to stop it, but it's already too late. Yes. Change to what? Did you just eat a piece of trash? Bring it back. Appearance is altered, but it doesn't seem to have an explanation either. Oh, it's a trash can now. It has become the best pet. Count what just happened. Based on what you have just described, my initial hypothesis is that it has mutated after consuming the trash. Trash cat. The mutation then changed the creation's physical traits. The hypothesis is not yet confirmed, but we can try to see if we can approximate the situation. I have reported the details to lead researcher Asta, and a remote connection is now established. Please turn on the life form oven. We are going to try a few things out. Nurturing can sometimes trigger mutation events. After depositing the materials needed, creations obtain mutant traits. When triggering special mutations, creations can become rare creations. Do you have all the needed base traits? The lifeform oven will be able to calculate the resolution rate. The resolution rate indicates the probability of mutation occurring. Our parental creations had the gray skin and gray filling base traits. That should fulfill all the base traits needed to make Trash Cake a gray body creation. All base traits present, the lifeform oven will automatically calculate the resolution rate. That indicates how likely a mutation event might trigger for this new nurturing. Mutation. Trigger the mutation. The material clues needed to nurture rare creations will be displayed here. Trash! Lifeform born in a trash can. Gray creation seems to have consumed some trash. I think this one will do. Feed the creation the right materials to unlock the required mutant traits. Innocent coconut corn chip. Because you unlocked new mutant traits, your research points have gone up too. I accept. Look, a clue for a required mutation material has been unlocked. When you unlock the corresponding clues, the resolution rate will be drastically improved. Because the resolution rate has been improved, I have a feeling we'll definitely get Trash Cake this time. Special mutation triggered. Put forth the materials and prepare for Trash Cake birth. Trash Cake has become the first rare creation to be nurtured. Research points have been greatly increased. You've successfully nurtured a new batch of creations. The traits of this batch are extremely unique. Can't help but wonder where these special traits are actually coming from. The Department of Ecology's latest research has been downloaded. Loading. Please wait. What's that on top of their heads? This is their sensory organ. Think of it as a hat that comes with them. I have seen some creations whose physical traits greatly differ from most of the others. They drift around all over the place. If you get the chance, you might just run into one of them. It would be very good if you could bring them to me. With sufficient samples, the secrets of their physical traits can be decoded. What is the principle behind the mutations? I'm sorry, that is not well understood. However, the Department of Ecology has sent 2 creation species that you can use for nurturing research. Next, please keep nurturing creations to help speed up our research progress. The answer to all the questions you seek can be found through science. Innocent berry splash melon. Innocent coconut corn chip. Research level increased. Remember to claim your rewards. Research handbook has some rare creations and creation traits recorded. Go have a look. This is where clues for rare creations are recorded. You can use it to search for information. Innocent, where are the guilty ones? Good question. This is where the creation traits are listed. New rare creation unlocked. Let's mark it and bring it back for nurturing. Goal set. This guy loves eating maple leaves. Looks like the base traits don't match and can't be resolved at all. Use the parental creations that have all the needed base traits. Oh. guess it doesn't matter which blue I take. Also, just in case it wasn't obvious yet, this is the main event of this version of the game. It's certainly an event, it turns out. I got Innocent Berry Corn Chip. I got a mutation. Innocent Coconut Splash Melon. It's not what we wanted though. Right. Oh yeah, we want a special mutation. Right, yeah. Rice dumpling. Take a photo of it. Its appearance reminds you of a past acquaintance. After giving it a quick groom, you take a close-up photo of it. Send the picture to Danhang. It looks just like you. No. Its vibe is totally like yours. Can't tell from the picture. I've never seen a life form like this before. If you have data about them, remember to enter them into the data bank once you get back to the Express. Sure, Lanhang. Sure. We got rice dumpling. This just creates more rice dumpling. This creation needs more types of base traits. Let's call the new type pattern. There are two creations that can simultaneously possess these three basic traits. Can use the filter function to quickly find a creation that has the corresponding patterns. Oh, rare creations cannot be used. Ah. Oh, it's the white part. This should work. It's currently not working. Now it's working. I think. Maybe. Ice cake. To March it goes, I assume. Like gacha, but less unpredictable. Look! Whoa, what's that? It's so cute! Why does it look a bit like me? Did you dress it that way? Naturally adorable. Still one is a life form created by Miss Run May. It's naturally adorable. Whoa! Don't you bring it back around the Express for a spell. I want to get a few pics of me holding it. guess I can't make more right now. Chat with the helper robot. How timely! Asta has bought some sleeping supplies for the creations. She calls this a kitty cat. Kitty cat. Relevant items have been catalogued. Perhaps you can try using them to accommodate the creatures you've nurtured. Accommodate creations. You may place your favorite creations in different areas. Similar creations tend to get along better when placed together. Listen how the creations feel about using the kitty cat. They look highly stackable. Yes, let's stack them. The creations are all very pleased with everything here. They have left you a little gift. Delicious bean cake. Run Maze, cheeky creations, swoosh swoosh. Wahaha, this is so fun. Wanna play? Thanks. You guys have fun without me. Alright. My achievements do not care the slightest about playing in filth. We're having so much fun that they completely ignored everyone else present. Trash was scattered everywhere, and you could see some creations frowning disapprovingly at the mess. Hurry over to the helper robot and get it to clean up in here. Thanks for your efforts. Many batches of creations have spawned. Ask it to help clean. They are still young. Their mind not yet fully developed. But these concerns of yours are also reasonable. Even if cleaning is performed daily, similar things will keep happening. Maybe we can teach them a lesson. No, please don't. This is not good. Different creations have different needs. Some like to have fun, some like to be quiet, some are sloppy, and some are germaphobes. You were supposed to be vacuum cleaners. You were supposed to battle the trash, not embrace it. We can modify this zone and divide them by function to try and meet their needs to the greatest extent possible. Then what should we do? Simple. Separate them according to the functionality. I have run some estimations. The most basic needs are food and rest, and we have supplies on hand. It is wholly possible to create 2 separate areas based on that alone, and divide them according to their functions. In the dining area, they just indulge in their meals. After eating, they can play nearby. Everyone's eating anyway, so they won't care. Those in the rest area should be keeping quiet. Those who are done eating in the dining area or who have worn themselves out playing can come here for a good sleep. This way, any difference or friction between them can be gradually reduced. You just need to teach them how to use the different areas. Should we teach them about all this? The intelligence level among creations vary. We need to come up with a comprehensive approach. Images are the easiest way to get meaning across. You can spray mark on the ground in the different areas with graffiti of what the area is for alleviating any confusion. But the helper robot awkwardly looks at you. I'm sorry, but my levitation height is fixed and cannot be lowered, so... Fine, I'll do it. Then I'll leave it to you The spray device has been installed. Once you finish the spraying, you can accommodate the creations in the corresponding areas. Please don't spray in the wrong place. This may cause unnecessary trouble for other puppets. Sounds like rest to me. That feels so good. Can you move your tail over here? I need a pillow. The Lifeform oven is nearby. There's good ventilation in here, and there's a table with chairs all set up. This looks really convenient. I can eat and then just go over. My appetite's spoiled now. Creations refuse to eat here and are disgusted by your behavior. Ah, dread. I think that's the wrong symbol. A car, time to eat. I'm pigging out. It's my duty. Good news. Go on, say it. Alright. Strulum recently upgraded my remote systems, and my operational scope has been expanded. You can leave them with me. I will send you regular reports so you can rest easy, work on the nurture recipe, and nurture more creations. After all that, it's still just more about nurturing. Innocent orange corn chip. Innocent berry souffle. Innocent coconut splash melon. Check out the newly designated dining area. This is the green area. Never thought I'd meet someone with exactly the same temper as me. This is the blue area. Can I not ungoal? Oh, setting a different goal and goals jealous. Okay. Shy coconut corn chip. Innocent coconut corn chip. Lambda's friend. Who does this one remind me of? Run me. This creation looks very much like you. It's like a miracle. I didn't think they would surprise me like this. When I was nurturing them, I didn't expect something like this would happen. Are you taking care of them? How is everything these days? How I've been recently? Are you asking how I've been? When you have time, can you take a full family photo of them for me? I'm curious what will become of the little life forms with their genes passing down through generations. Okay, I promise. I'm about to go on a faraway journey, beyond the service area of a beacon. You can leave me messages, and I will give them a closer look when I return. Creations mimic creators. Wonder if they're edible. I have a feeling they might be. Choices. Cute coconut souffle. Innocent coconut souffle. It hurt its tail. Sesame cake. Looks a bit like Blade. With the bandages and all. It is Blade! Have a look. Oh. I can see the resemblance. Is that one for me? Are you real? Silver Wolf? Silver Wolf, isn't it? Give the phone back to Blade. It's me, Silver Wolf. I showed it to Bladey. He said it's very cute. Alright, he didn't say anything, but I can tell. He definitely likes it a lot. I'm surprised you are even sending this to Blade. Looks like we can't find two creations that have all three base traits needed. Wouldn't it be nice if we could transfer two base traits onto a new creation via combined inheritance? So... this should work. Innocent berry splashmelon. I have filters, it's true. Innocent berry souffle. Filters exist. Mutations exist. Oh no, it hurts. It hurt its eye. Introvert orange concept. Very orange. Troublemaker. That's our streamer, right? Good night, fan. Holy, I encountered a little life form that looks just like you. So true. Why did you get such a cute little thing? Why don't you bring it over to the Law Fu and let me and Su Shang have a look? Oh, cutie pie, you look so adorable. Let me rub my face against you. It doesn't want to come. Forget it. It has its own desires. It doesn't want to go anywhere. It just wants to stay at the space station. If I get a chance, I think I can go do it instead. Yeah, that should be a work trip for my stream. Lee, did Peppy look for you? Why would he look for me? Tried calling him over. He wouldn't even lift a paw. Why would he look for me? Peppy's a big boy now. He has his own ideas. A courier was stolen recently, so I asked him to enlist your help. I kept seeing him in the storage room, so I thought you met up. Why would you send Peppy for me? Something's lost. Shouldn't you ask the security department? Lost couriers. The Joy Filtration Set. A cube used to store happiness. It's very popular among the researchers, judging by the consistent high application rate. Text. I'd like to start investigating from the researchers, but lately Madame Run May has been visiting the station. I'm worried this might not be a good look. Peppy has a sharp sense of smell and does not attract attention wandering about, so I think he's the best for the investigation. I've placed other zones under lockdown when everyone focused on Madame Run May's visit. However, Peppy has gone radio silent. I'm concerned that it has run into danger, Lee. Can you go take a look? Why do I feel deja vu? This all seems eerily familiar. Don't worry, Peppy's very obedient. Alright, I installed a specially made device on Peppy. When you find him, remember to activate the beacon. That's a surprise for you. Detective Peppy interlude. I think this is the last thing we're gonna do today. Dear Lee, Peppy has arrived at the designated zone. The zone has been sealed off. Do we enter? Let's go. I see. It all started with a man and a dog. Thought sync. Control Peppy to explore the current area while avoiding the monsters along the way. Peppy, who claims to be a genius detective, teams up with you to jump into the action in the space station, all in the pursuit of recovering the lost courier. We get to play as Peppy? Is this the best event? Control Peppy to explore the current area. Is that Peppy? Rescue Peppy.
Steady. Try that again. You can't run. Try that again.
Hide.
Oh, he knows yours for him.
It's a command.
Here. Watch this awesome move.
Rescuing is in process.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Annihilate.
Peppy indicates for you to touch somewhere on its backpack. You press a button. You hear a faint electronic voice. The Synthesia beacon has been activated. Whoa, can you hear me? Woof. You are talking. Is that not normal? After activating the beacon, you realize that this could be the surprise that Asta mentioned. Stop gawking. Asta is really worried about you. Peppy knows, and that's why Peppy is investigating hard to reduce the burden on Miss Asta. There's some problem with the signal. I can't contact Miss Asta. I smelled something strange that had the lingering whiff of the joy filtration set. I didn't want to tip anybody off, so I decided to stay guard here. I'll lead the way, let's go. Pig and dog. On an adventure. The door is stuck. The entire area access control system is down. Woof. Back up. I'll smash the door in. You whip out a baseball bat and start flailing at the metal door with reckless abandon. The rebounding reverberations cause your whole body to go numb, but the door does not budge. Stop smashing it. This door is super heavy. If you smash it open, you'll be in serious trouble when it falls on you. Let's think of another way. This height, I think we can get through, Woof. But Lee is so tall. Won't you get stuck if you crouch? Better leave it to Peppy. Now, Lee, reach out and touch me. No, not my head. Look for the button on my back. Do you see it? With Peppy's instructions, you find the button it is talking about and press down on it. You hear an emotionless electronic voice. Activate sync mode. You can connect to my port signal with sync mode. We can communicate via the beacon. Give it a try. Intense wave of dizziness. You feel strange. That fluffy pile, it appears to be your feet? Help! I've turned into a dog. What's wrong with being a dog? This is the custom beacon that Missy gave me. It's awesome. We still have to track down the missing courier. Come on. This is the best. These origami cranes serve as the dynamic security for the courier. They will change the location in real time based on the courier's position. Follow these origami cranes. The joy filtration set is definitely up ahead. Evade monsters! While controlling Peppy in sync mode, if Peppy gets detected by any nearby monsters, it will activate its emergency escape device and return to the nearest safety area. Please observe the monster's paths and utilize objects in the map to obstruct their line of sight. Reach the destination without being detected. Getting stuck on corners. Also, dog walking sounds. Help! Help! Thought I heard something. Like someone calling out for help. Looks like there is someone else stuck here. Should we go take a look? This is a bad spot. Are you calling for help just now? Got lost. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Eep! You were the one who stole the courier? What is a courier? I think I'm still hungry. There are signs that a droid filtration set has been opened. It couldn't be. What exactly have you done with the courier? I ate something sweet. Gosh, that fellow's feisty. It ate the droid filtration set like it was a canned pet food. There's no other way. I have to report this to Missy first. Alright, you're in the clear now. It's not safe here. So you'd better not linger. Woof. You want to go on? Let me ask Miss Asta about her opinion. I have to go back and inform her. Courier has been eaten, and this is big news. I have to report this to Miss Asta. Investigation of the courier has come to an end. What do you plan to do next? There's something wrong with the facilities in this zone. I'm worried that something might happen. Come, let me bring you back. Detective Peppy. Detective Peppy. Hold on. Almost forgot to unsynchronize. Woof woof. Clear all stages. It all started with a man and a dog. We will do that at the start of next time. Critter pick. They are very stackable. We have 6 out of 9 rare creations, it seems. We have accommodated 9 creations. We did 1 thing with dog. And we did 2 out of 3 missions. So we made good progress on this event, actually. It seems. So next time we'll probably be able to finish it. And then do other things. Other things. Don't know if that thing, but certainly things. Trivia. Trash Creature was supposed to be a lookalike for me. Cause grey and stuff, and also trash. That
Hi, this is Toga speaking.
makes a lot of sense. I did not think about that. So yeah, that's all for today. See you again next time for dogs and pigs and whatever these creations are.
Hi, this is Toga speaking. 여보세요? Hi. 好，知道了。Sure thing.
She finally managed to finish her